Hi everybody, we're scrapping along with Scrapasketch and at the start of the December stocking fillers. So today this is my layout. Thanks to my subscribers who keep coming back. Thank you to those who are new. Hopefully I do something to make you hit that subscribe button. But now it's time to get this layout started. Let's get going.
Hi everybody and welcome to December with Scrapasketch, and this is a creative team layout for the December stocking full of sketches challenges that are happening every Friday, Saturday and Sunday throughout December, and this is December 1st. This is the layout that I've been challenged with, and these are all the things that we need to include. We have to have 5 on our layout, and I'm having the printables from Scrapasketch included on mine. I'm fussy cutting, I'm using stripes and dots, and I'm using glitter, and I'm using 2 or more photos. So I'm also adding stars. So I'm doing lots from the stocking filler list, and we're going to create this layout together. So first of all, we need to cut a circle out of our papers, and I'm going to cut it out of the striped paper, and I'm using my circle cutting tool, and I'm still getting the hang of using this one. I don't particularly like it that much, but it does the job for me. I'm cutting out an 8-inch circle, so that's the size I'm using, and you could use a 9-inch or a 10-inch, whichever one is best for your layout. Then I'm also going to keep the rest of this striped paper because I'm going to use it to mount my whole layout onto by providing a border as well. So I'm cutting off the strip there to make it up to 12 by 12, and I'm trimming down my white cardstock, which is going to go in the middle because I need it to be my base, because half of my paper is going to be, half my layout is going to be on the white, and the other half I'm going to add in the pattern paper. And that pattern paper is also a foil paper, and it has the red and white dots. I'm just going to trim it down so that it fits to the 11 3/4 by 6. And I did take off the strip at the top because the end of this one's a little bit crumpled and I wanted it nice and clean. So you can see through the shine on the light here that there is foil in this paper, and that gives it a bit of a shine and a sparkle, a bit of a Christmas touch to it. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay my circle onto this part before I even glue anything down, and I'm going to just mark around where the circle's going to sit. And the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to add in a shadowing effect around the outside of the circle. So it's going to give it a bit of a glow, and I'm using the Candied Apple Distress Oxide from Tim Holtz, and that's giving it a nice little bit of a gleam. And when I put my paper down and the circle, that will just outline it instead of doing a layered circle. So I like how that effect has happened in there. Now, I always only do one edge at a time, and you all saw that I cut it perfectly straight, but when it's gone down, it's not going down nicely, and so that's why it's always good to only do one strip at a time so that you can line it up and it sits beautifully on the layout, nice and flat without any ripples or buckles. So I'm putting that into place now, and I'm taking the edges off, and you can see that there's the half circle where I have put in that Distress Oxide. I'm using the half paper here, the 6 by 11 3/4, and that's going to sit over to the right hand side of my layout. So now I've got spots and stripes happening, and then I'm going to put the circle in the middle there, and that's how I have set up the whole base for this layout. Now, in Lisa's beautiful sketch, we have a banner, a fishtail banner across the layout. So I'm cutting it down to 11 3/4 by 4, and I'm then trimming off the fishtail by folding the ends in half and cutting a diagonal, and that gives me my fishtail banner effect across the center of my layout. Now, my photos are a little larger than what Lisa has on the layout, but that's okay. This is showing you the adaptability of these sketches so that you can change and modify to suit the photos you're going to use. I'm going to put the circle down in place now that I'm happy with all of the pieces. I'm just going to use that center line there to help line it up nice and straight. And then I have got this branding strip that I'm going to run down the center, and it's a Christmas branding strip left over from paper, and it adds that finishing edge to the layout so that it's not just sitting flat against it. I'm going to put in my 3 photos as per the layout, and when I'm happy with their alignment, I'm going to just now put them down. Now, these were of my 3 daughters. We were going for the last time to a place every year, as long as they were little, that had set up in their front yard all the Christmas decorations, all the Christmas things. They had snow coming out of the roof, lots of things, but unfortunately the people who own this house are getting a little bit old, and last year was their last year of decorating, which it has always been a major attraction at Christmas time for everyone. People will come by busloads to come and see it. So made sure we went out there for our last time last year to see it and have our photos for those memories. The girls sat in the sleigh recapturing childhood memories sitting in there. And so just to cover up, because I have people in the background that I really don't like when I'm doing my photos, but can't help when you have a crowd, I'm just adding a photo tab over there to the left-hand corner. I'm using these fussy cuts from the wonderful festive season printables of Lisa's. If you go to her shop, www.scrapasketch.com, you will find all of these printables plus more Christmas range that she has put out this year. Amazing. I'm going to go and download those myself this week so that I can be part of this great challenge throughout December. And I'm layering up the stars and putting in the holly and the Santa sleigh. I included that little journal block there. That's where I'm going to put my journaling. And I'm just building up the clusters here by popping up some of the stars and layering them up and giving them some dimension. And that adds interest to your layout. I'm alternating between the reds and the greens. I just like that I've kept with the 2 main colour schemes of red, green, with the white as the main feature. And I've just built up my 3 focal points, so that will set up a visual triangle. And I'm going to use some Stickles here, or some shimmers, as this one is, to add the glitter to the layout and on the holly berries. I'm also going to add a little bit here to the sleigh so that it sparkles, because it is Christmas time and you've got to have a little bit of sparkle at Christmas. Then I'm using Nouveau drops, actually pops of colour here, and a white one. And what I'm doing is I'm outlining the circle over on the left-hand side, and then I'm going to flick underneath. This is pops of colour, they're amazing, and it looks like enamel dots gone around the edge of that circle to add a little bit of a more of a feature, and that defines that circle on that side. I then have some red pops of colour, which I'm also going to use, and they will be used to create the 3 focal points for your eye to subconsciously roam the page and set up that vertical triangle for your eye, which we all know is very pleasing in scrapping. It is natural in nature, the set of 3s, and it makes the eye just unconsciously roam without having to draw too much attention. Now, I will journal in on that box, and I'll do that off screen, but you will see that in the final up-close photos of how that comes together. So here's my layout. I'm quite pleased with how it's turned out. You can see the pops of colours there, that shadowing effect around the circle. You can see the layering up of the printables that I fussy cut, and that has built that banner along the bottom. I've used a camera as well. That's another one of the stocking fillers that you can add in this challenge. So this is December 1 for Scrapasketch. The details are down below in my description box. Don't forget, if you go to www.scrapasketch.com through December, you can get 40% off all printables, the books and the stencils. Really worth the products, really, really good. Hope something here inspires you to get creative this festive season. This is my layout. I'm Kathy and I'm from the Scrapasketch team at Facebook. I'll put all the deets down below. Thanks for watching. Happy scrapping till next time, and here's my next video for you.